Hello, and welcome everyone to another episode of Third Action. This is episode 59, I think. I am your host, Jason, and these are the same three decapitated heads that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Charlotte.
Hi, my head is still on, regardless of what Jason has said.
In the bottom middle, we have Will playing Greshy, Ironroot's Dwarven Druid, and his dog Phelan, too.
I think my head's still attached. It's kind of hard to tell. It just kind of rolls around.
And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, Champion of Arasta.
Oh my god!
It was a close call, but
Look at all those!
With his little rock, too. How are y'all doing?
Oh no! I don't...
that emote storm didn't quite work. In any event, last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made their way into a dark chamber with one friendly skull-ripping scorpion robot. Some kind of strange creature, contraption, made of amalgamated skulls and bones that tried to take Gunn's head off. In the ensuing combat, you ended up having quite a bit of difficulty taking it down, and ended up retreating, just barely getting out with your lives and heads intact. Fearing a second battle would be disastrous for the party, you decided to retreat, making your way back up the stairs of the, what do we call this? The Skull River Dam? Skull's Crossing, right? You made your way back up the stairs of Skull's Crossing, up to the sort of dam entry building, found that the trolls that you had killed some minutes before, I guess maybe a half an hour beforehand, had all disappeared. And further worried by this, you decided to flee even further towards the Etten Cave, at the entrance, sort of near the entrance to the dam, or the upper level of the dam. There you return, the rain still pouring, the Etten's still dead, unlike the trolls, and yeah, that's where you are now, so I guess, what do you guys want to do? That's kind of where we left off. You've got your lives, you've got your orange crush, what should you do?
we've healed up a little bit.
Yes, you did do a little bit of healing.
We've had a little heart-to-heart as well about tactical considerations.
More or less, we did talk about that a bit. That said, Greshy's going to start by casting Vital Beacon on himself, taking a minute to...
You want to use that right now?
I might
What does that do?
Yeah.
Might as well save it in case we need something that's
No,
time sensitive.
It's fine. It lasts until tomorrow.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
So
give it a minute. I will go ahead and cast Vital Beacon and
Okay,
have that.
so you guys are all together in... did my roll 20 make
Or does that
sound?
take a minute to cast?
It takes a minute. That's why I needed to.
Oh, I see.
That's part of the problem, is I have to prepare it. And
I see.
I kept forgetting, and then I was going to do it before the scorpion fight because I'd forgotten that we were right in the middle of starting the scorpion fight. So.
Okay, so Greshy centers himself there in the Etten Cave as the rain pours outside. Shillelagh is just kind of keeping watch out the northern cave entrance, towards the dam itself. Greshy is just starting to begin to radiate this like soft green light as little wisps of Fey energy just kind of swirl around him. And after that minute, you've now got this kind of soft green outline about your person.
Ooh. How lovely.
I look nice. Go and touch me.
Comes in for a hug.
Shlayla kind of
Alright.
looks back, an eye quirked, curious as to what's going on.
Ooh.
All right. I'll go and touch Greshy on the. I'll pat his head.
When has he steered you wrong?
Don't think I have done that yet, but if you do so, you should be able to restore 4d10 hit points to yourself. So
4d10.
I'll go ahead and roll that for you.
So, placing a hand on Greshy, you feel healing juices channeled through his body and into yours.
So 23 more hit points back for you.
Ooh.
Slightly better than
That is
average, but I'll
nice.
take it.
Let's fix that. Here we go.
So a little bit of healing boosting going on there.
I just need a long nap.
What about time does it seem to be? I know it's raining and so it's harder to tell, but
Yeah, what time? You guys got here fairly early in the day. Or did you?
We
I guess
left
you did. You-
before lunchtime before, and we took a couple of hours to get here. We probably spent about an hour here. Maybe a bit more.
we also did the
Yeah,
travel
all
from.
things told, you probably spent 2 hours here. It's probably around 3, is my guess.
All right. Then perhaps
If we do head back, the risk we run is that this place gets even more fortified while we're gone. But if they bring those kinds of resources and we are here, we don't really fare any better.
no. In fact, we fare worse because if we're trying to take a rest while we're here, then if they surprise us, we will not be ready
Mhm.
for it. It's hard for them to surprise us here if we're not
Yep.
here to be surprised.
I agree. I
What if we
think
come back and it's surprising?
traveling
Just
back
survive.
to perhaps we could convince Shalelu to take up an observation position rather than come back with us
No, I refuse to have her
What if
stay
she
behind.
wants to
Like-
sleep?
somewhere
I will stay and sleep in the
somewhere
tree.
off to the side of the dam or on the trail approaching it where she
I
can
need
see.
I need her where I can see her.
What?
She almost
Why?
died. I'm not leaving her behind just in case.
Yeah,
Well,
either
alright,
we all
well-
stay or none of us stay.
I could stay and
I'd rather
hide,
you not do that.
conceal
either.
myself and watch to see if anyone comes this way.
Have you gotten more snaky since I've known you, Gunn?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, as Gunn says that, you guys all hear this kind of this loud creaking sound, the sound of like stone on stone crumbling against each other. I guess raking stone on stone. But I don't know how to describe things. Apparently, whatever. It's a loud like sound as something appears to break in the distance,
Hopefully
and
not the
more
dam.
gushing
So
water
we don't have the
against the
option, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily.
We need to
It's
open this
tricky.
thing. We need to open the locks today. and not-
Mm. So strange, because I'm like, there's a chance the trolls have run away. I can
Mhm.
try and almost said snuffle because that's what I say what Kennedy's doing when he's looking with it. He's like, I could snuffle around and see if I can find their footprints, or
Okay.
if they've run away in some capacity. I can
To
try
a-
my best.
To attempt to open the locks today, our best chance is to take a 10-minute rest, get Asher's shark form back, get me
Oh, I have
some
that
more
already.
get me
Yeah.
some more charges of healing, and then try to explore the underwater area or the through the bones area to find the mechanism to open the locks.
I imagine we should check through the bones first.
Yeah, I think as long as we're kind of okay with figuring out if the trolls aren't around, and as long as we
Mhm.
don't open the door again, if we
Yeah.
come up on something else, we can just run.
Hmm.
If it's really bad.
So Shalala
And
kind
by
of
just I
walks
mean
over.
maybe.
Shirley walks over from... She was looking outside. Well... We don't necessarily need to rush it, but it doesn't look like it's going to hold out for more than... I don't know, maybe a day or two, at most. If we don't act soon, this is going to get really bad.
Yeah, my feeling is that we need to try to open the locks today. If we focus on that as our only priority and avoid fighting...
You say that as though avoiding fighting is going to be an option. I find generally if we end up in a fight, it's not because we've been looking for it.
It is the scary idea that what if this time the bone door has the real big enemy behind it?
I mean, when has that ever happened before?
That's true. We've had very good luck with the bone doors.
Aye, sure. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, it could be worth it to try and
Right.
scout. It's just the stairs. We're all fit.
I don't think I could... I don't think my conscience would be okay leaving if the dam breaks tonight and floods out 3 towns downstream.
Then we don't leave.
And then on toward Magnamar.
It's too bad you two
So-
can't see in the dark, because if we can just stay here for the night, we can risk it.
We can
Set up
also go and
watches.
check what the damage looks like with that sound.
Well,
If any of us, I mean, I know about sawmills. I'm not sure about rocks, quarries, but
You'd think I might know something, but I suppose I could
The-
look, but I'm not an
the,
expert.
Crafting would be the correct skill check for that.
the absolute most I think we could afford would be to let Greshy rest and get his spells back here,
yeah, I would personally like to rest.
and then go
out
for
of
the locks
character.
tonight.
If we go by nightfall, my only worry about that is just that you lot can't see.
So, clarification on preparation. You can only do your prep once per day. Like, once
So
per
we'll have
24
Oh, fair
hours.
enough. Fair enough.
So, yes, you
Not
could
just the
sleep
short
for 8
rest.
hours, but you're not going to get your spells back.
Good answer. Okay, then we need to
When does that turn
explore
over?
today.
Midnight? What is the weird rule on that?
Roughly
Sunrise,
24
maybe?
hours.
Roughly
Somewhere-
midnight?
Like 20, 22-ish hours, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 20 hours, I don't know.
It'd be a long rest regardless, so... A
Because
very
my
long
only
rest.
thing is I'm drained and fatigued, and it's really causing some
Mm-hmm.
problems. I actually don't even know if I could look for footprints or things as a fatigued person.
Technically, no, you can't do any sort
Yeah.
of exploration activities.
So it's a little rough for me right now. My own fault, but a little rough.
Let's take the 10 minutes to rest and get our focus back, and then go back and try to advance carefully.
Gunn, it seems very foolhardy to run back in.
I don't see as we have any other options.
We do. Not dying is an option.
Oh, we're not planning to die this. I mean, we're planning to escape. If we
the
fail,
hope is to escape,
we
but
fail.
the problem is, if we keep running back into danger without being prepared for it, we're putting ourselves at risk, and then we can do no one any good. Asher's exhausted. Shalelu almost died, as did Phelan, as did myself, as did you. Everyone here is very suffering. I don't want anyone to die down at the towns, but if we all go in and we all get killed, does nobody any good in the town suffer anyway? Running in again in the face of something huge and dangerous, especially since we don't know anything, is foolhardy. I can heal wounds, I can't heal foolhardiness.
What's your proposal then?
If we want to scout, we can scout. But I don't think we should go back down there.
I say at least look at the damage. At least find out what the cracking sound.
See what's
Looks
going
like.
on.
Maybe one
And
of
then-
us is good at knowing a timetable.
I
from
can try and
that.
estimate, and then once we have some more information there, we can then decide if we need to go back to the fart or if we try to encamp here.
Hmm.
But either way, I'm going to feel a lot more prepared tomorrow, now that I know somewhat what we're facing,
Hmm.
than I do today, where I have no idea.
I hear you. But I also heard that rumbling sound.
We can go look.
Let's take a look
Yeah,
first.
let's go look.
Let's take a look. Let's start there. Small steps, baby
Okay.
steps.
Do you want to take 10 minutes first, or do you want to
I think we could take the 10 minutes
Okay.
first.
I mean, how about I do that while you inspect the dam, because that'll
Yeah.
That's fine.
take you some time.
I already
Take a
have
look.
my 10 under my belt too. I'm not gonna get anything else.
All right.
So that's fine by me.
Asher, if you want to come with me, and then Gunn, you and Shilalu can keep an eye out here and see if anybody comes up.
Hmm.
You'll know.
I'll
where
be
we are.
emotional support.
Okay, so let's see then. The group of you guys are mostly in. Let's go ahead and drag you guys back to Skull Crossing Exterior. Switch to the map. Go over here. Okay, so we got the group of y'all over here. Some of you wanted to go out, so that's what Greshy
Ooh.
and Gunn.
No, it's
No, I'm
me.
staying
Yeah, Gunn
here.
has to do his 10.
Oh, Gunn staying. Sorry, that's Greshy and Asher.
The two stinkies.
Some will stink more
Okay.
than others.
That's true.
Shalelu's kind of keeping watch.
I just had a bath.
I guess she'll probably
How's the
keep watch
shark?
at the southern side. While Rock stays here. Is Phelan going with you or no?
I'll bring Phelan along.
Okay.
I was thinking
Alright,
first
so
about
you
that
bring
way.
Phelan along.
I'd
He has
write
to
him out,
water
but
his
there's a
moss.
terrible, terrible egg nest on his back still.
There is. It's pretty damp.
Just chuck it.
But you can if you wish.
Not yet. Maybe once we figure out what's going on with Rock, as far as how we want to move him about. Still
Okay.
awful slow.
Mhm.
So in that case, we have Asher, Greshy, and Phelan all going out into the storm. Let's see if I can get some rain. Maybe that'll work. Some lightning. Alright. Okay, so the three of you guys go out across the bridge to kind of survey the damage. This will take some time to do, but go ahead and give me, I guess, crafting checks.
Am I
That
allowed
is-
to do that? I'm not 100% sure what I do.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Just
Tank
making
fatigue
sure.
just gives you, like, a penalty.
Yeah, like I can't. It gives me a penalty, and I think I can't do things like. I don't remember.
Or are you not allowed to do any
Exploration.
exploration?
Yeah, like
activities?
exploration and stuff.
Only a 22 for me.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
think you can't really. You have too much difficulty focus. You would just auto fail trying to think about it.
Me or Greshy?
Asher.
Okay.
The
So
moss
yeah,
is-
you're
Well, I want to
too
do
tired.
it anyway, just even though I'm
Yeah.
gonna fail. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
you
it's
can-
really a failure.
You try to think about it, but you're not having any luck. As you guys kind of pass the two, I guess, western skulls. Both of them still seem fairly intact. There's bigger cracks forming in the wall, or in the dam wall. They seem a little bit bigger than they were last time, or when you passed over not too long ago.
That's
Some minutes ago.
expected.
And as you cross over, you cross through the dam building and over to the other side. And similarly, the cracks are beginning to widen. You can see large pieces of stone are starting to get dislodged from the larger fissure on the eastern side, above the easternmost skull. There are 5 skulls in total, and this is the far east one. And you got a 22 on crafting check
Hi.
to estimate. You're trying to estimate how long you've got, basically.
Right. And I don't imagine Dwarven lore would help at all in this case.
Is that the Pathfinder 2 equivalent of stone cunning?
No, there is actually stone focus for dwarves, but I didn't take that when I.
Yeah, stone focus would give you a bonus, but
Ooh.
oops, sorry, I accidentally pressed a button. My bad. Yeah, sorry. Stone cutting would help you, but general dwarven lore, you're not sure if this thing is even made by dwarves. You have no idea who made this. But I guess so. With your 22, it does not appear to be of dwarven make.
I guess it's poor quality then.
It doesn't look like this thing is going to collapse within the matter of hours, but like Shough says, you've got maybe 2 days at most, depending on how bad the rain gets. It's coming down pretty heavily right now. If it gets worse, then you maybe only have 1 day. If it stays at about this level, you could probably manage 2.
But it's been raining like this for quite a while too. Okay, well, I don't think we're heading back to the fort tonight.
No, I don't think so.
Do we see any signs of the trolls? Can I take a look for tracks?
I guess I can't.
Yeah, that would be a survival check, I guess. To search for troll tracks.
Just laying face down on the ground.
Oh, that's not bad. 28.
Oh, team survival.
28. Okay, you try to... you return back to the dam building to search for the trolls' tracks. And... let me check their level real quick, but I think that's a success.
Wouldn't it help if I'd hunt targeted first?
They have big troll feet.
I mean,
And it's muddy.
you can in this case, sure. A hunt prey would make that a 30, which in this case is a critical success to track. I don't know if that does anything differently here, but let's see. Track, survival skill action. There's no difference on. Okay, so you managed to find their trail. It's not terribly hard. They did leave a trail of dried blood in parts. It seems like they exited out to the east of the building. The dried blood does get worn away by the rain, but you do manage to follow the tracks up to the massive fissure on the eastern side, and you can see just barely across on the other edge. It looks like the tracks continue, and you notice a couple of broken branches and things along the cliffside on the other end. It looks like they've crossed to the eastern side of the canyon.
That's good eyesight.
Sometimes I have good eyesight. It's quite the leap there. Benefits of the dam break it and worse is they're going to have a hard time getting back.
That's true.
So I'm
That's
not
good
quite
for
as worried about them coming back, so
Mhm.
I think we'll be okay to camp here.
In the building?
Either in the building or even just stay in the cave may not be a worst idea either.
Except it's stinky.
Well, sure, but so is the
Well,
building.
so do you return to
I will go
Gunn,
back and talk to Gunn.
Yeah.
mentally talking
I'll
to you?
compliment Greshy on
I'm
his
psyched.
tracking skills, because I simply couldn't see anything with my sleepy eyes.
Well, I learned it from watching you for the most part.
I get mine to
Oh yeah, that makes me feel good.
focuses.
We just watched each other.
Yeah, so about 20 minutes pass.
20 minutes pass?
Yeah, I would say about 20
I think
minutes
I'm gonna-
pass if you guys
I think
searching.
I'm gonna... Did Phelan stayed here, right?
No, Phelan came with.
Phelan came with.
We didn't top Shough off, did we?
No, I'm sure she could use a little bits of.
I'm gonna get a blast of healing to myself and to Shalelu.
Okay. How much does she
While
get
we
back?
wait. Plus 30.
Plus 30. Okay, you manage to. So while they're gone, you do some refocusing, thinking about your duty as a follower of Erastil, and call
Yeah, man,
Shalelu
community.
over at one point to heal her. And then Greshy and Phelan show up once that's done.
If need be, I think maybe I should go investigate the pile behind the pile of bones while invisible.
Ooh. So once we get the bones down, you go in.
Yeah, we go in. So here's my proposal. While you guys were out, I thought about this. We go back inside, to the room where the bones are. We move the bones. I'll use my invisibility cloak to scout ahead a little bit. Shoot, but I won't be able to see unless I bring light. Which will kind
And
of
your
defeat
whisk
the
got
purpose.
left behind.
Well, I mean, I can cast light, but it will kind of defeat the purpose of being invisible.
Mhm.
You can give it to Greshy, the invisible cloak.
Could give Greshy the invisibility.
Up to you.
Up to,
I feel a
up-
bit more confident now that we know that the trolls probably won't be coming back right away.
Yeah, it seems like they might have run and the gap's too big for them to
Okay.
get it back.
Well, they may still be able to get back, but it'd be much harder for them to get back as it gets worse. So while I don't want to let it get too much worse because that
Mhm.
screws things up, it also gives us a bit more chance to
So
not deal with it.
it's entirely possible that directly behind the bones are a bunch of switches that open all the mouths.
You know
Or
what the
there could be
crappy
another
part is?
whole maze full of monsters.
I'm pretty sure Jason mentioned, and I might have remembered this completely wrong, but there was almost like a map of the dam behind the scorpion in that room,
Yes, there was a full-scale model of the dam.
which makes me very angry because I'm not going back in that room.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah, there
indeed.
was a large fountain on one side and a full-scale model of the dam on the other.
And that just really grinds my gears
Mm-hmm.
that that's in there.
Can appreciate that.
And something tells me that Scorpion wouldn't necessarily be fooled by the invisibility cloak either.
It might. I don't know what kind of vision it has.
To go
I feel
looking
like-
through that room.
Even if it didn't have vision, it would hear the door open.
Mm-hmm.
It might still
Or maybe
be
it
able to
can't
detect you
hear.
somehow.
I know nothing about it.
And so,
Well, let's just focus on... We can take a look through that door. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I don't think the dam's going to break tonight.
mhm.
So once we've done some scouting and see what we're up against, we can come back and we can rest here. I think we'll be okay. We don't need to go back to the fort.
Okay.
So,
I agree with that. I think
now, whoever wants to scout through the door, we can all do it together. If we feel like that's
mhm.
the best way to do it, I can go in by myself. It can be invisible if that's what you prefer. Either
So
way's
what?
fine.
Okay, what happens if I cast light on a coin, say, and then cover that coin inside my invisibility cloak? Does it? Can I cover the light?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So, if I see anything, I mean, if I carry a light with me and then I cover it real quick, they'll just see, oh, there was a light and now it's disappeared.
They'll be suspicious of that, but
Sure, but that wouldn't necessarily prevent me from getting away.
I
It's
wouldn't
true.
necessarily give away your position.
hmm
Okay. Well, that seems like a solid plan.
hmm
Shalelu, how do you feel about this?
Well, thanks to Gunn's magic and yours, I feel pretty okay. I'm willing to try. We should... I do think Greshy's right, though. We should be careful not to bite off more than we can chew. If we run into danger, we should probably just flee on sight.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I
with
agree.
that.
That will be my plan.
All right. Well, let's go back down.
Okay. So, regathering yourselves, forming a new plan, you return to Skull Crossing Dam Building.
This
And you
damn
guys are just returning all the way down through.
Yep. I will explain everything to Rock as we go,
Oh,
carefully as I can.
Okay. As you do so, it just kind of it seems to be listening kind of raptly. Get it? Because it's a raptor.
Mm.
And just kind of peeps every once in a while in understanding, I guess. You're not sure exactly how much it really understands you, but it seems to be kind of following along.
The townspeople are counting on us. We have to keep trying.
Kind of fluffs up its feathers, which immediately get slicked back by the rain. But let's see. So let's return you guys back to...
oh no! If Gunn died last time, poor Rock.
I would just play Rock from then on.
Oh,
Okay, so the sound of the rain subsides as you all return into the dam building. You make your way down the long stairway to the lower floor. You re-enter the main chamber of this basement level. I think removing you put a bar or something in the doorway, right?
Aye.
So unbarring the door and shoving it open. The room looks untouched from where it was less than an hour ago.
that's good.
The dank, still water there before you in a large pool. 2 doors on the east, 2 doors on the west in little corridors, and the pile of skulls to the south. What do you guys do?
Gunn, did you want to take a look down below as you were concerned?
Yeah, let's cast. I can't see right now.
Yeah, I
let's
can't
cast
see.
light
Oh, sorry.
on something from my. I'll just dig through my bag and pull out. Bar of soap. Okay, there we go. Wait, maybe that's not good. That'll be too
It
slippery.
slips out. Oops.
I have.
And it is a
I'll
little
just get
damp from...
I also have an ever-burning
I'll just get
torch
a
too.
copper coin. Well, I want something I can easily cover up,
Oh, okay.
like
yeah.
in my hand.
I give
So
you
I'll
a
get a-
whistling knife, but I feel like you wouldn't want to cover that up in your hand.
Ho-ho.
I'll get a copper coin for my pouch, and I'll cast light on it and hold it in my hand.
Okay. Let's front that and token layer. There you go.
Yay.
Or I think.
Well, I see it.
I can see.
I can see.
Okay, cool.
It's under Gun, but well, it's on
It shouldn't be underneath though. It should be on top.
Weird.
It's the front. No. To the back. It's hiding. Oh well. You have a token. It's underneath you. You can move around with it.
Well, if you want to go down below Gun, how about Asher and I start? Unless you want Asher's help.
Yeah, let's start digging out the.
I am useless
bones.
right now.
Okay, so we'll dig out the bones if you want to take a look downstairs, since you can breathe. Well, you can hold your breath, I suppose.
Wait, downstairs.
Or down below. Weren't
I-
you wanting to look at the logs?
I don't want to go in there alone,
Okay.
Oh, well,
In
I
case-
forgot to
That's
close
a
the
good
door.
idea.
but Papa is back.
Here, I neglected to
Unless
close the
I'm
door.
invisible, it might work out.
Well, that's up to you then. If you don't want to go down, I don't.
We'll
blame
see.
you.
Let's see if those hatches are the locks, or if there's something up ahead.
Yeah,
Actually-
there's two-
Let's think about it. Can you make a crafting check or another kind of skill check to see if those hatches that we found? I'll describe them to Greshy. Is that what we're looking for?
Well, weren't they permeable? Like, I mean, I can try.
were
doing a
they
check if you want.
grates? I thought they were.
No,
They're
they were not
stone.
grates. They were stone. They were stone, basically trapdoors. I think we were discussing what they were like. I think In my head, they're like little. They're basically a square panel of stone with like a little metal ring attached that you pull to lift up. If you're on the other side, you can just push them in from below.
Okay, so there's probably no way to latch them either.
No obvious way to do so now.
Okay.
I mean, you could stone shape a
You could
a
put a big
handle
rock
and then
on top
attach
of
it. Yeah, you could put a big
If they're
rock
in the
on top.
floor,
Yes.
I don't have anything prepared to do such a thing today.
we only have one big rock, and he would not last very long there.
No, he wouldn't be able to breathe down there. Let's not.
He would
put him to
float a
that.
bit.
All right. Well, if we'll get started on digging out the skull pile here.
Mhm.
Should we
Okay.
just start with the water, or do you think that just pisses off grass?
Ooh, maybe don't disturb the water.
Yeah, let's not disturb the water.
Okay,
That's why
so
we
you-
shouldn't let Phelan do the digging.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys just start moving, sifting through the skulls, just pushing them aside.
Mhm.
And
To kind of clear a
Rock.
path.
Rock will stand over here. And
Okay, you move Rock. You command Rock to go stand over in the little alcove to the
next to
west,
Phelan.
the southwestern door.
And then we'll ask Shalelu to keep an eye on the water.
Yeah,
and let us
Shalelu's
know
kind
if
of watching
wet
water,
papa shows up.
keeping an eye on the stairwell you guys came from, just in case the trolls do miraculously show up, or unmiraculously. What's the opposite of miraculous?
Expectedly.
Expectedly show up.
So it takes about 10 minutes for the two of you working together, but you do manage to clear all of this massive pile of skulls, mostly human, but a mix of other animals as well. Some large deer, birds, all sorts of skulls all over. And at the end of the 10 minutes or so, you've finally come across two massive stone doors, or like a massive double door, basically, made of stone. The Sahedron medallion rune carved into it.
I'm sick of this symbol. I'm
Curse it is.
absolutely tired of this.
It's kind of carved across the two doors. So it's like one big circle with the 7-pointed star in the center.
All right.
Well, but you prepare. I'd like to listen to the door.
Yeah, let's
I was gonna
listen
say,
to the door.
There's
This
two ways we can go forward here. We can have everyone else clear out, and I open the door while invisible.
Ooh.
Or we can open the door here, and then I turn invisible and go through. Depends whether you want to potentially have to all run away from whatever's there together, or
I'm not. I don't want to leave you behind.
That assumes the door is unlocked.
True, but I don't want to leave, but we could try hiding near the walls over here,
okay.
so we're not quite easily visible from the doorway.
Yeah, we can hide on like either side.
But I would like to listen to the door first and see if I can hear anything on the other
Let's
side.
do that.
Okay, Greshy, make your way up towards the doors, and you can see that there's no obvious handles, but there is, in the center of the star, an imprint of a circle with a smaller Sahedron on it. And you listen at the door. Give me a perception check.
Oh, another 7. 26 total.
26. You don't hear anything. It's stone
Okay.
silent on the other side.
Well, nothing seems to be audible coming through it, but it's a big old stone door. Hard for me to say.
I'm gonna walk back around to where Shalelu is and say, "It looks like that amulet might be the key to open the door. May I?"
I
Have it back.
also have an amulet.
Oh, sure. Here, it's not quite my style of accessory. And she
Yeah, I'm not super
removes,
fond of it myself.
She removes the Sahedron medallion and hands it back to you.
I'm not super fond of it myself, but I'll put it on. And I'll walk back over to the door and I'll check whether it looks like it's the right size to fit in that hole.
Yes. So as you kind of hold it up near the hole, it does appear to be the correct size.
Okay. Let everyone else go ahead and duck back. I'll put the hood up on my cloak.
Okay. Shough will
And
kind
I'll-
of duck off to the side so she's not immediately visible.
Phelan here.
I mean, there's nothing I can do about it.
10 minutes invisibility starts now,
Okay.
and I will touch the medallion to that spot in the door.
Okay. As you do so, it gives off a soft, kind of pearlescent white glow, and you all hear the shimmering tinkles of magic, and just little wind chime almost effect as the door slowly begins to creak. You pocket, or you remove the Sahedron medallion from its slot, and the doors start to swing slowly open. Before you sits, so do you have you hidden the line?
have my-
Is that what's happened?
Yeah, I have the coin in my hand and my hand out.
Oh, you still have the hand out? Okay, so you can
Yeah.
kind of see into the next room. It's a narrow, rectangular chamber. Let's see if I can give you a slightly better description of that. As you kind of peek around the corner, you can see two alcoves, one to the east and one to the west. Each one enclosed with some kind of simple portcullis. You see on the far wall on either side next to each portcullis is a simple lever that presumably operates something. And you can just barely make out some kind of circle on the ground on each side, as well as the bodies of two creatures, one in each. You can kind of smell it smells like rotting flesh inside. Almost
I will
ash.
take one
Something's burned in
step
here.
into the room and try and get a look at the creatures.
Okay. You make a step into the room. Both creatures appear to be just flat on the ground, unconscious. One I guess to your
Unconscious?
right. Well, the one to your right appears to be naught but a husk. Its innards turns
Strewn
to
over.
ash, basically.
Oh,
And it's basically just kind of a shell of a body.
something burned away. It's interesting.
Yeah. The one to your left, the east, seems to be unconscious. It's not moving. Give me a perception check, I guess.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Good.
Okay. With just that's a 32 on your perception check.
Yep.
That's good. With just a glint of light from the coin, you can see its thick red hide. It's humanoid, quite large, taller than you certainly, but it's kind of curled up into almost a fetal position there on the floor. It seems otherworldly in nature, perhaps some sort of demon or devil-like creature.
Yeah, I would like
with
to make a
massive
religion
horns.
check and see if I can
Sure.
recognize particularly what it might specifically be.
Yeah.
So on the religion, I have a 31.
Nice.
31. Let's see if that is. It appears to be some kind of fiend. You're not sure what. It's certainly some kind of very high-level fiend. I guess is what you gather based on the kind of curling of its horns and just its imposing presence, even kind of curled up on the floor there. But
It looks alive but wounded.
you're not really
Or just
sure if it's
starved?
alive. Well, actually, sorry, with your 32, you can tell that it's still barely breathing. It looks almost like emaciated. And
Would-
as you think about it, there you hear a voice. I mean, anybody who's listening nearby can hear the voice. Just kind of, is someone there?
This is in common.
Yes, it is in common.
Is it in our heads or is it in our ears?
Asher and Greshy, you can tell it's coming from the room that Gunn's in. Gunn, you can
Huh?
tell it's coming from that creature. You see its jaw move ever so slightly.
So he won't be able to reply in a message form, but so as to not drop my invisibility, I'm going to cast message and say, "Who are you and why are you in this place?"
And I guess it gives a reply back in your head.
No, it can't reply because
Oh, it can't.
unless it can see me.
It can't see you. No, okay. So yeah, you.
But it can speak. It can just speak out loud.
Yes, you're correct. Okay, so that's funny. I didn't think about what happens if you can see it, but it can't see you. So yeah, you send a message to it telepathically. Yeah, sorry, you asked who is it, and what was the other part
Yeah.
of it?
And why are you here?
I am the great fiend of Axial. I've been kept here for thousands of years. Against my will. Please help me. Please help me.
I'm going to bring that. I'm going to turn around and step back over here. And go like.
Don't
Did you hear?
go, please. It says
Well-
as he hears your footsteps exit the room, basically.
Oh, you've been here thousands of years. A few more moments won't kill you.
Unless they do.
I don't know what to make of this.
God.
I'll message Greshy. I mean, message is a one action cantrip, so I'll just message Greshy. I don't know what to make of this. Could this fiend be part of the construction, part of the mechanism?
Greshy shrugs. I've never dealt with anything of this sort, so can't imagine what a fiend would be doing here.
All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and take my hood down.
Okay. You
Kind
pull
of
your
wasting
hood
that
down,
use, but
yeah, revealing yourself
hmm
as you've stepped out of the room for
Uh-huh.
viewers who are, or listeners who may not be watching.
yeah, I stepped about 2 squares back, but I obviously don't think we should release the fiend, but perhaps the fiend is in fact part of the mechanism of the dam.
Do you know anything about certain fiends?
Fiend means evil or chaotic or both.
Fiends are typically
I'm checking.
I guess they can be either. Yeah, fiends. Fiends are all of the evil aligned creatures.
So they can be lawful.
Yes,
But it's definitely evil.
Devil, yes. Well, at least as far as like the category of this type of creature tends to be very evil aligned. Devils are the lawful evil ones.
Oh, okay. So devils, demons, but okay.
Yeah, demons are the chaotic evil. Devils are the lawful evil.
Okay, and I don't know if it's
daemons are
a
the
devil
neutral
or a
evil.
demon.
Correct. You do not know that.
Okay.
So you're not sure if
Not
it's
sure
the
if
lawful
that's-
kind or the chaotic kind.
So fiends with names, like it's not like particularly you would know them from some book. It's just like they just sometimes have names like people.
Yeah, they live on other planes. They can have names like people. A lot of the lower level ones tend to have specific names, but certainly high level demons and devils definitely can.
There
Especially
are-
if they're like generals of hell.
There are
that sort of thing.
2 levers and 2 slots for the 2 circles. Wait, you said 2 circles. Were those circles underneath the fiends?
Yes.
So the
on
fiend
both-
is inside some kind of okay.
Yeah, they both appear to be inside some kind of
Circle.
magic arcane
Magic
circle drawn on the ground.
Okay, so that's what's keeping him here. And probably needs to stay there. But the portcullises, I mean, the levers might not be.
Do you think it's safe to go in?
I do think it's safe to go in.
Okay. I'm going to take a walk inside and see if I can take a look at these magic circles myself.
I want to
Okay.
peek at the circles.
Yeah, you guys can all make your way into the room, and you can see on both sides of the room there are these magic circles underneath the dead fiend of some kind and the living fiend of the same kind. They appear to be the same type of fiend. Very similar in style.
Can I
Can,
attempt to deduce what kind of
Oh,
horrible
oh,
fiends?
It's that one, and there's the other one.
very cute.
Can I attempt to deduce the nature of what these spell circles would do, whether they're here to contain these creatures or something else?
Sure, that would be an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see how bad
Unless
this
you've
can
got
be.
some other kind of...
Oh, that's not bad. 34.
34. So you're not sure exactly what these do. There seem to be quite a lot of runes inscribed into these circles, and they're performing many functions, some of which are higher than your understanding of magic goes. But since, as a trained person in Arcana, but you can tell that it is in part a binding circle, specifically for fiends, possibly even a summoning circle. These fiends were probably summoned here and bound to these spots so that they can't move. There appear to be other properties of the circles beyond that. You can sense magical ley lines passing from the circles into the dam itself, into the walls of the dam. But you're not sure what it does.
I'd like to pull the lever next to me then.
On the side
Use
with the dead devil. Or dead
Whichever side
creature.
I'm on. I'm on the west side.
Yeah, you're on the side with the dead devil. But you press, or you pull the lever, and the portcullis comes up.
Seems so rude to summon something here just to power a dam.
I've summoned things to blow them up.
And I didn't say that wasn't rude either. How
You did help
rude,
me one of those
Greshy.
times. I'm just saying.
That is true. It's helped us.
So yeah, before you is a husk of some kind of fiendish creature.
Can I grab one of the skulls from over here and toss it into the circle to see what happens?
Sure. Yeah, you backtrack into the prior chamber, grab a skull, and just kind of toss it lightly into the circle. Nothing happens. It just kind of clatters.
Do both circles appear to be active and completely functional?
Greshy can. Well, does anybody have detect magic?
I have detect magic.
Okay. Yeah, you could cast detect magic and easily confirm that they're still active. Their magical properties are still.
Okay, they're still active and still connected to the
They
dam.
still work. Yeah.
So I'm going to take a wild guess here, and I'm going to say this out loud. I'm going to say, are you capable of operating this dam and opening the locks to the fiend?
I can no longer, but I know how. I do still remember that much.
Why can you no longer? Because your partner is gone?
Yes. If you free me, I can tell you more. Please, promise to free me.
I cannot promise that. I don't know your intentions or your kind. I don't know why you are here, who put you here, or what you will do once freed. And I don't believe I could trust your saying of it.
Where are you? You see its eyes start to flicker open. This entire time it's had its eyes completely shut. Its eyes, they're like kind of slowly creaking open, and its head just kind of slightly shifts. I want to get a look at you.
However, if I could do something to help you recover some energy without releasing you, I would consider it.
I don't wish to be stuck here any longer. Do you have any idea the thousands of years of nothing?
I can barely imagine.
Doesn't sound pleasant. I'm going to touch myself.
Greshy!
And I'm going to restore
Greshy, no.
In
some
front
hit
of
points
the
to myself.
whole party and God and
So-
devil.
Greshy runs a hand along his. You run a hand like inside of your cloak, like across the snakeskin bodysuit, to pick up a
Asha
little
walks
bit
it on
of the
this.
healing juices.
Ooh. I didn't
Just
know
to
it was that
adjust,
kind of
excuse me.
room.
Sorry about that.
Are we all doing this or?
I'm
What?
going to step into the circle.
Oh, Greshy, where are
Which
you
circle?
This one.
going? The dead
Which
circle,
is
I think.
this one? Okay, the
The
one on
one
the
with
west.
the dead one.
Okay, so unprompted, Greshy just makes his way into the opposing.
Oh, I'm curious about
Magic
this.
circle.
Let's watch this.
As it does so, you feel your body become locked in place. Both magic circles begin to glow a bright, brilliant green. As the fiend on the other side of Axial lets out a blood-curdling screech. He's just in the most complete horror as his body begins to burn. Greshy's body too begins to alight, and I'm going to need a fortitude save from you.
Oh my god!
Let's see, how bad is this
What
going
kind
to
of
be?
horror circle is this?
That's a natural one.
You might want to
19.
hero point that.
Actually, I would like to hero point that. It's a very good call. It's a very
Greshy
good call.
dies on the spot.
That's
Oh,
a natural
What a fucking roller coaster
All right.
this has been.
That
Thank you for the
hero of a
calling
hero
out.
point there.
Thanks for calling out the hero point. I would have forgotten is really what happened. So that's a total of 38 instead.
Okay, you feel your life force begin to slip, and then you manage to steal yourself just in time. So that is a natural 20, giving you a 38. That, for this effect...
It's only a failure instead of a critical failure.
It's so good.
Wouldn't that be funny?
You just
How does
walk
this
out, you're like,
work?
that wasn't
Natural
so bad,
20.
guys.
It can't be. The worst it can be now is a failure.
Yes.
Well, that
would've-
would be... So yes, this would be a success. No, it would actually be a failure. It would be a failure, normally. This would bump it up to a success.
Okay.
So, you managed to somewhat resist this effect. Let's see. So you become permanently doomed 1.
Greshy! This is like the water.
And permanently drained 2.
Permanently drained 2.
Yes. It can be recovered through means that recover draining, but it does not recover over a night's rest.
Why is this not 2? Why are you not supplying?
As you feel
We all have
your
our vices.
energy just kind of gets sucked from your body. You also take 60 points of damage.
And that's why I healed myself first, because I was walking
just
into a circle not knowing
Untyped
what to do.
damage.
Ooh.
Well, I guess this demon was weaker than the other.
Avaxial squeals in pain as his body burns from the inside out.
Oh
all
my
that's
God.
left afterwards is a husk. And you all hear the sounds of stone sliding against stone. And the kind of constant creaking sounds you were hearing before slowly begin to fade.
Does the circle then deactivate?
Yeah, the circle... I mean, the circle's still magically active, but Greshy can move in and out of it
Greshy can come out.
if Greshy wants.
Yes, Greshy's getting the fuck out of that.
Well, we've
Stumbles
managed
out.
to kill the one
I'll
person who knew how to.
Grab him and pull him out as well.
Ow.
That was... And you lecture me about foolhardiness.
That was kind of stupid.
Did you
Stupid,
get
but
any cool psychic imagery on how to get
Seems
the
to have
doors
worked.
unlocked?
I think he
No.
may have unlocked it already.
It just hurts.
Do you
a lot.
think? I can't.
I think that may have done the trick.
Well, let's hope so, because the one guy who knew how to do it is a roasted turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did he die? Oh.
But at least he's dead
Yeah.
now, you know, because he wasn't having a great time.
Okay, let's
Ow.
Are you guys okay? Shillelagh shouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some kind of flashing over there.
Wait, what's flashing?
Just the,
Right
the
now?
magical
just the
burst.
light
Oh.
that burst out of me.
No, it's just the magical draining energy. It's cool.
I'm gonna
Oh,
fetch
okay.
out the
Okay.
I'm gonna fetch out the 10-foot pole and try to lever the dead demon out of the circle. Now
Okay,
that
you
it's
just-
dead,
Yeah, you just try to push the demon's corpse kind of to the side.
is it capable? Like if its hand reaches the circle, does it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, yeah. As you try to brush it to the side, the corpse just kind of gets stuck there. You can't really push it out.
Okay.
I'm a little worried they were like the battery, and now without the battery, the dam can't operate. And I really hope that's not the case.
I think that is the case, but I think that we made it move the one time that we needed it to move, and it's just going to be stuck open now instead of stuck closed.
So, is there anything happening to this water in the middle? Is it just
No,
chilling?
there's no change to the water in the center of the room. Doesn't seem to react.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, is to go look. Though it seems like it's only 3 rooms, for like a whole operating dam. Unless it truly was just operating off of 2 little batteries. 2 big batteries.
So even dead, the demons are not able to leave the circles.
Correct.
We're binded there.
It's probably for the better.
Yeah, Greshy would know that to like actually free the body, like free the corpses even from these circles, you'd have to dispel that part of the spell.
And I could have, but I was not thinking that would be great to do.
Well, unless there's anything there we want to take.
I think we should leave the poor 1,000-year-old prisoners alone.
I mean,
If they were bound there, I don't imagine they would have been given anything worthwhile. Unless they were given a book, perhaps, but it didn't sound like they even had that.
Oh, a book for reading. That would have been a kindness.
let's
You don't see
search-
anything in the cell or in the circles with them. It's
Let's
just
search the
their
room, though.
naked bodies.
rest of
Very
the-
disturbed by this, and I won't be searching the room. I'm over here chilling.
Sure, you can give me perception checks if you want to search the room.
I'm good. I'm gonna take a minute.
Shillelagh would probably come over to Asher and ask what happened.
I'm gonna give my cool tale. They're too. You know what? I don't know. I'm not a. I don't
There's
see
a
the
boot.
world as black and white, but I still
That's
think
pretty
it's
cool.
kind of crappy to trap 2 even somewhat evil creatures for thousands of years to operate your weird giant dam. Not really. You know, you'd think a bunch of evil people together would be hanging out and having, you know, lunch together or whatever, but instead they're trapping each other in weird magic circles. It's kind of shitty. That's Asher's side of the story. He's not pleased about this.
Did he actually explain what happened, or just?
Yeah, he explains all that and how
Okay.
Greshy jumped in the circle and how that, like, just by how that affected you, like, imagine it affecting something else for so long.
Yeah, she mainly just seems curious as to what was going on over there. And so Gunn is just kind of searching the room there. You kind of sift around. You kind of sift through the ashes of the demon on the left and right. Nothing else of note or import here. Just these two demons, 2 magic circles, 1 chamber.
All right. Well, we should probably go back up and see what effect that had.
Sure. Yeah, we can. Just.
I'll
keep coming.
give Greshy another boost here of 30 hit points. Like,
That helps a bit. Thank you.
and then let's make our way up.
Hey, don't forget your coin.
Oh yeah, the coin. You might need a soda later. A little
Okay.
treat.
What's a soda?
So
A light beverage. Non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, why would
so
you
the group of
But
you
it's sweet.
makes your way back up the stairs and out to the dam. Let's see. More rain. Rain sounds, thunder, boom, lightning. Okay, you guys return to the dam exterior. And when you do, you can see that if you make your way over to one of the edges, sorry, the map itself isn't updated, but I'm putting you guys on the map just for funsies.
I just find it funny how we make the wrong guess about what is through what's ahead every single time.
Just go through the skull door.
So as you guys return, when you come up and check out the dam surface, you can see that each of the skulls down below, their mouths are open, and pouring out from the mouths are streams of water.
Blood. Oh.
Nope, just streams of water from the other side,
Blood.
pouring out into the I guess reservoir. Sorry, the reservoir is the thing on the other side, into the river. There we go.
Into the river.
I know how words work.
Rivers work.
Yeah. The pressure on the dam released. Creaking sound has stopped. It doesn't look like it's in the greatest of condition. Someone will still need to probably come over here and do some repair work, but at least now the river will safely flood instead of overflow.
Flash flooding,
Wrecks
yeah.
everyone's town. Wreck all the towns. Yeah.
A nice casual flood.
And I'm fairly confident that
Ooh.
the ogres can't just come back and close it again.
I have no idea how you close it without any controls other than demons. You just have to summon new ones.
It
And
does seem like a pretty poor design.
I feel like you have to be like pretty powerful to summon something like that.
They could still tell you to break them
Like-
down.
That's
Well,
true.
I guess whoever built this must have been pretty powerful.
in line with the old never mind.
I'm sick of these
Just
7 stars.
Would have been one of them.
it's one of those magical devices that it's like when all you have is a hammer. I'm really good with high level magic, so I'll just do everything with high level magic.
I'm good at summoning things, so I'm going to summon things and torture them to power everything else.
Oh my god, what if the bridge is... I don't know why the bridge would be powered by anything.
Well, if
The
any-
lighthouse, that doesn't work. I guess their demons are all dead if they had any.
That's possible though.
certainly agree that this seems to be overkill, but I guess it did manage to last these thousands of years until the other one died.
Well, now we've just killed both of them, so...
Yeah, I guess when... I wonder how recent the other one died.
Exactly.
That's a good question. I suppose we could have kept asking. I just didn't want Gunn to do something foolhardy, so I did it myself.
Yeah, Greshy.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't even got to the point where I was thinking about maybe we should step in the circle.
Well, you were thinking about healing him, and I was... not ready for that.
And I'm just standing there and watching. I'm like, go, Greshy. Get in the circle.
I didn't expect that. I was kind of
I
expecting...
mean, I don't even know
hurt,
how we
but-
could have healed whatever that was. Because if I tried, I'm sure I would have just killed it.
Well, I could have tried doing some mending or something, but I think I'm out of spells, really.
Well,
I guess I could have had him touch me.
Did you really
Greshy
want
touches
one of those things to touch you?
Oh, I didn't, but I'm saying if we needed to heal somehow, that would have been an option.
I also hadn't really recognized that he was like just being used as a battery. I figured he had to actually like do the action. But this makes more sense
Yeah,
I'm
like,
glad you
it's still
I'm glad you figured it out
possible,
before me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jason, actually, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Was that a necromancy effect? That trap?
No.
That magic circle thing?
Nope.
Okay.
It was not.
That would have been really amazing. But that's fine. It just hurts.
Alright, Greshy. We'll get you fixed up.
Do we still want to camp in the Etten Cave, or do we just want to cut our losses and leave?
Well,
Well-
Only,
it's taken
2
care
hours.
of.
Seems
It's
to
up
be.
to you guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure where else we would go
We could head back
tomorrow.
Well, we still got to go chase down the captain, wherever he might have ended up. and-
We
Right.
have to, at the very least, tell them the dam needs repair, and then they can start from there. And then I guess the captain and
Lucretia.
And that the creatures might come back.
yeah, the ogres at least.
The trolls and Wet Papa and the scorpion.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Well, the scorpion's trapped in there. You still have the key,
Right.
so I'm not worried about the scorpion.
Yeah, as long as no one
what
goes in there, that shouldn't be a problem. Just warn them.
I wonder if the scorpion's still alive with the demons dead. I don't want to look, but I'm curious.
Whether
But suppose not.
whether we should try to clear everything out here tomorrow before we send the rest of the townsfolk in. Because they probably couldn't. I mean, I'm worried that if they come here to try and hold it and repair it, that the trolls or Wet Papa will get them.
I'm not as worried about the trolls, but Wet Papa's.
We are in a hurry to deal with Lucretia, but these creatures are also.
They're a concern, but they're not the concern I have right now.
Mhm.
The concern I have right now is if Lucretia is behind these rains, then the dam's going to flood again.
Hmm.
I don't think those skulls stay open forever.
Oh,
I imagine they drain the water down to a certain level, then they close back up again. Which means if these rains don't stop, and if they are caused by this Lucretia, then we're going to run into the same issue and somebody else is going to have to go into the circles.
huh. Hadn't thought about that either. I would have figured that they would just stay open until someone
Well,
closed them again.
otherwise they would have stayed open this whole time. But they hadn't. So I'm assuming they close at some point. I don't know if it's on a timer or if it's just a level of water sort of deal. But otherwise they'd stay open forever and they wouldn't have been closed. And judging by the fact that one of those things was dead, they've had to use it either to open or close it multiple times. When you do something about the water, I just don't know if it's Lucretia or something else causing it. I'm
Mhm.
hoping it's her, because then we can just deal with that.
So you're recommending that we move on
I think we go up to the mountain and see if she's there.
tomorrow?
Aye. We can head to the fort tonight, we can let them know what we know. We can warn them about the trolls, but even if they do come back, there's still that pretty big gap they have to cross
Yep.
to claim what.
All right, works for me.
Grazul is the only concern I would have, but we can come back and deal with him later.
I wonder if he can
We just
even
told him
get
to stay
out
out
of the
of below.
water. He never
might not.
came out. They could
That's true.
maybe just like get away with stealing the two.
Aye. It's possible he never came upstairs. They declared that he was below
Mhm.
and to beware, but that was it.
Well,
All right,
in any
well,
case, I suppose
that-
it's not like the villagers are going to be coming up here anytime soon, so...
True. For now, we'll just warn them. Be wary.
Yep.
And don't try opening this door with the thing behind
Maybe
it.
just don't go under. Maybe just stick to the top and fix it from there.
Mm-hmm. That sounds reasonable to me. Let's head back to the fort tonight.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Thunder echoes in the distance as you guys make your way back to Fort Rannoch. So, you guys were over at Skull's Crossing. The rains continue, but you take the roughly 5-mile journey back. Takes you a few hours to do so. Oh, sorry, you have your horses nearby too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But somebody's still on foot, so you're going a little bit slower.
I think we had
Yeah, I think it's basically an hour and a half to
Something
get
like
back
that.
to Fort Rannoch. So, you do so. No difficulties on the way. Just the ever constant rain pouring down upon you. I think the only one wearing without winter clothing is, I guess Rock and
Rock and Phelan.
and Phelan. So I guess give me fortitude saves for both.
If only Rock was a duck.
That is not great. It's not 23 for Phelan.
Rock has a solid roll, 31 total.
Here's one. I've forgotten where. don't know what
I would
damage
totally
is.
give him my
There's-
coat if he could fit in that. Oh, big yellow.
Sorry, so that's 31 from Rock. That is fine. And Phelan is a 23. That is merely a regular success. So it would take 2 points of cold damage.
Ow.
I know, it's horrendous, isn't it?
It's rough for Phelan. That's terrible.
Okay. But you guys return to Fort Rannoch. You can see all of the people still fortifying the walls. Black arrows rushing in and out with weapons in hand. Do you guys do anything particular while you're there?
I want to sleep so bad.
I would say
Please let me sleep.
I'll report what happened to, I guess, to Jakardros. And then I think I will crash as well. I think we'll probably
Yes.
all...
Please let
crash
all
early.
sleep in a pile.
So Asher basically just goes straight to a random room and just collapses on the bed. Gunn goes straight to Jakardros to report what happened. Jakardros, for his part, is quite pleased that you guys were able to take care of this so, I guess, thoroughly.
More or less.
Not very thorough
Oh,
opinion,
fine.
but
It's fine.
Well, I'm impressed that if Greshy was there too. I'm impressed you chose to sacrifice yourself like that.
Sure, that's exactly what I was choosing there, and not just curiosity into what the circle might do.
Well, sacrifice to curiosity, you did good.
Doesn't feel that way, but at least the dam's taken care of for now.
Well, we've had a few of the hunters amongst us take some looks around Hook Mountain, see if we could find anything out about their movements. Looks like they've been gathering quite a few of the rest of the Kriegs up there. One of the scouts reported that he saw a hill giant wandering around up near there. It's
Oh boy.
not going to be easy to take, but it certainly looks like they're using some back roads to get in and out of wherever their lair is up there. Is that what you guys are going to do next? It seems like the only likely place that Lucretia's into that.
Unless you run clear off to someplace else, but it sounds like it's going to be a threat regardless, so...
It certainly feels like they're gathering forces for something. I don't know what, though.
I haven't. I think the best I can think of is just to go face them.
This will be the plan tomorrow.
Rest up, friends, and if you need any help, just let us know. We'll spare what we can. Taking out Lucretia's on our best interests. So, we're willing to do whatever it takes.
Let's leave the keystone to Skull's Crossing here with them with a warning that there's a deadly creature in one of the rooms.
Oh, aye, it's a skeleton scorpion.
That sounds pretty nasty.
Would hate for it to be lost if we don't come through.
He takes it in his hand. I'll make sure this stays safe, though. But you're gonna come back. You always come back.
So far.
That's reassuring there, Gunn. But, thanks.
The realistic approach.
He just kind of laughs awkwardly. Well, you guys should get some rest. We'll keep you safe as best we can here, but good luck to you.
Thanks. I need to go pass out.
Okay.
Come
So-
to me, Greshy.
You guys...
So, how are we going to fix Greshy's condition?
I can take care of the drained. I cannot quite yet take care of the doomed.
Really?
But next level I will be able to. I just need some diamond dust.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
But for now I'm less concerned about the doomed as much as I'd rather not die and just need to get the drain taken care of.
Yeah, drain sucks.
It does a bit. But I can take care of
Trying
that.
to get
on my
rid
own.
of mine too.
Asher, so you guys, when you left Jakardros in the commander's chamber, you run into one of the other Black Arrows. He tells you where Asher went off to. He's actually in the infirmary, just lying down on one of the beds. The doctor there is working on some other patients and just hasn't really paid any attention or mind to Asher, seeing that he is clearly exhausted.
He already smells dead. He's fine.
Oh dear. Is there a better room, do you know, Gunn, that we can just carry Asher to?
I'm sure we can find something.
Like a proper bed?
I'm sure we can find something. Well,
you hear Asher just kind of grumble that.
I could do it. Where are the beds?
Let's
Well,
find
if you're
Asher
looking
proper bed.
for some beds, I think the room across the way is still open. No one's taken that one yet.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Let's head over there.
Okay. Yeah, you open up the room across the hall, and inside are 3 of these bunk beds built for the Black Arrows. The room's been cleaned out of personal belongings of the prior tenants and scrubbed of blood and gore. Has fresh sheets, not nice ones, but decent enough. I think Greshy has some nicer sheets on him that are
I do.
perhaps wet. Maybe not if they're in the bag of holding.
They've been in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Most of my stuff is.
I'll take the bottom bunk.
Alright. You passed Asher. It's fine.
Nah.
You did good.
I mean, there
I
are
didn't
3
do
bottom bunks,
anything.
as it turns out. Since there's 3 bunk beds in here, but...
I will have all the bottom bunks. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna fall asleep.
So Asher just passes out.
Good night. Finally.
Shalelu probably parted ways to she's gonna go help out with a little bit of the cleanup. Just general effort before she is ready to tuck herself in. And the 2 of you just kind of rest and relax for the remainder of the day. Greshy, you just have kind of this like pounding headache. You just feel weak, exhausted.
It's unpleasant, to say the least.
Yeah. So, go ahead, and if you guys want to rest for the remainder of Starday Neth the 9th,
Yes.
you should get back your level times con HP. Is that correct?
I believe that's correct. Unless you've got the faith that gets you more than that for some reason.
Yeah. Feel free to. You get back all of your focus points. You get back all your spells. And it will be Sunday Neth the 10th, 4707 AR.
You know, that's still not a bad spell list. That's
And yeah, those of you that prepare your spells, go ahead and prepare those. Once you wake up in the morning, no signs of commotion once you awaken. Someone has rung the bell for around 7 in the morning. Someone's like ringing the food bells, like going through the hall, just ringing the food bell. You can make your way out to the through the rain out to the kind of covered kitchen area where they've got basically food prepped in a big soup, breakfast soup, in a big cauldron that they brought in from the town. They're just kind of slopping it into people's bowls. Not the best food you've ever had, but it's pretty decent. They've got some cooks from town, and they're kind of working with not the best ingredients, but they're making do. It's good enough. They've got a couple of. They've actually got 2 different soup varieties. One that's kind of like a vegetable soup, and one that's a bit of a heartier kind of beef stock. Consomme, I guess.
Hmm.
Well,
But you guys are able to.
Well, I don't
get a good breakfast, and then
like a creep.
yeah, we can get going early today. I think early to bed, early to rise, sort of situation.
Yeah, I guess overnight Rock would have slept in the same.
Yeah,
well,
next.
I guess on the probably on the bunk above Gunn. If you'd let him, otherwise
Probably
he'd
the
sleep
bunk
next to you.
below.
Oh, the bunk
I'll
below. Okay.
switch with him.
He goes for the top one. He starts to try and climb the little ladder using his beak to like lift himself up each stair frame.
Come on, bud.
You kind of lift him up and put him
down
down on
here.
the lower bunk. It kind of pouts a little bit, but settles in and kind of ruffles his feathers and makes a nest there in the sheets. As you sleep on the top bunk, Phelan, I guess, would just sleep curled up on the floor
He
next to
wouldn't quite
Greshy.
make it up on the bunk.
I guess Asher removes his fatigue. If he had a regular drained condition, that would go down by 1. Same thing with
Feeling real
regular
good.
doomed condition. Permanent doom does not go away, and the permanent drain does not go away.
Well, that's unfortunate. And of course, Jason did not announce us leveling up suddenly overnight, so...
No, unfortunately.
Well, Greshy will take a moment in the Martin then to cast Restoration upon himself at 4th level. Which is kind of expensive, but we'll do it because it should remove my my drained condition.
Okay. So yeah, you take some time to center yourself, and that takes like 10 minutes to cast, or 1 minute.
It's 1 minute, so not too bad.
And restore your vitality. You no longer feel drained, but you do have this kind of impending sense of dread, as if your time is slowly ticking away.
I know what that feels like, Greshy.
Aye, it's unpleasant. I don't like that, but I'll deal with it for now.
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, what do you guys do? Once
back
the
to
3 of
sleep.
you are all together.
No, get
Back
up early,
to sleep. Yay!
eat soup, pack, and hit the road.
And don't you come back no more.
Just the three of you?
Well,
Plus Phelan and
Well, sure,
Rock.
Phelan and Rock, yeah.
Shalelu is welcome if she is still interested in coming with us.
Yeah, I mean, if you seek her out, you ask around to find Shalelu. Turns out she got up pretty early and is up on one of the watchtowers, keeping watch. You call for her, she comes down, and oh yeah, if you guys are ready to go, let me just go grab my things from my room. I'll be right back. She kind of darts off, and a few minutes later comes back with her pack of stuff, her bow at the ready, her arrows locked in. All right, just us.
I mean, the same 6 plus 3 horses.
I guess we'll still have the same layout unless we can procure another horse, so that Shalelu doesn't have to walk.
Well, I don't know how good the horses are going to be going up the mountain.
Actually,
We might have to ditch them part of the way.
If there's a switchback trail, they're probably just as good as we are. But yeah, if we need to,
There's no real trails going up the mountain. We might have to do a bit of climbing. It's possible we could find something, but humans. I asked around a bit, but none of the hunters really go up that far. It's probably pretty cold. Sounds like it's snowing up there.
do you want to shall we just walk the whole way then?
Yeah, we can. Looking at the map, it sounds like it'll take. Is that like 8 miles to get to the base of the mountain?
Or we could ride that far. Maybe we could convince one of the Black Arrows to come with us that far, and then form a little camp. Care for the horses.
Oh yeah, we could probably bring a Black Arrow and or maybe 1 or 2 of the local hunters. I'm sure they wouldn't mind watching the horses. It'd only get us to the base of the mountain faster. We'd probably then have to climb up a ways. Yeah, unless we can find some kind of trail or something leading up. She looks to you all.
Does that sound good to everyone?
My only concern is that they made it sound like there was an army of ogres and giants and stuff. So we have to be wary of how sneaky we are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the base of the mountain should hopefully be far enough away that the horses shouldn't be in any danger.
And the hunters.
And the hunters, yeah.
And if they are, then they'll have horses. They'll be able to leave. Hopefully.
That's true. They could just take the horses and run. I guess then they have to walk there with us. They wouldn't have their own horses.
They can bring extra horses. You can lead an extra horse.
That's true. Let me see if there's any extra horses around. I'll go ask around. I'll see if I can find someone. She makes her way over to the stables, and maybe about 10-15 minutes later, she comes back with 2, one human woman, dark brunette hair, in her probably 30s. She seems to be dressed like a hunter. The other person is a very slender-looking guy, kind of maybe darker olive brown skin, short-cut black hair. He has a lot of scars on his face. Dressed kind of just normal commoner's clothes. Oh, sounds like these two are free, and looks like we do have a couple of spare horses. Might be hard to lead all the horses back if they run into danger, but they should be able to get at least themselves out.
They can decide whether they want to wait for us or come straight back. I think. Either
Well,
way, I wouldn't be too worried. But
It's nice to meet y'all. I'm Sasha Ingram, says the woman. She holds out her hand to shake. I hear you guys are the ones who took care of that big tentacle monster down in town. I really appreciate it. If Turtleback Fairy wasn't there anymore, I wouldn't have anywhere to sell my wares to, so... Don't worry, we can keep your horses safe. The other guy
Thanks.
just kind of nods quietly.
All right. Well, appreciate it, I suppose.
Well, I won't leave her hanging. I'll shake her hand.
Alright, Asher takes her hand and shakes it firmly.
Thank you very much. We
Good to see
appreciate
Asher.
your service.
back to normal.
Oh, you know what? Out of character. Didn't realize this until just now, but fast recovery means I reduce the severity of my drain by 2 instead of 1. So technically I shouldn't have been drained for like 2 days.
You could have just been fatigued, but
Your
Yeah.
faster recovery didn't kick in.
Yeah, I wasn't very fast that time.
Yeah.
I think we should replay the entire
No.
series of
Yeah,
events.
so I'm not drained. I would have just had more HP, kind of.
Yeah.
Fatigued was the really annoying one.
Alright, well, I guess we've got everybody here. Let's...
Let's hit
Go.
the road.
Okay. So, the group of you guys head out. Horses, what did we say? They're like 40 feet speed?
I believe so. They're farty.
Horse. Yeah, it looks like 40 feet. That gives you guys, you can go 4 miles an hour. So it takes about 2 hours then for you guys to take the trails along the southern side of the mountain. Sorry, of the mountain range. To make your way closer to Hook Mountain. So you arrive kind of at the base. Rain pouring the whole way. Does in fact look like the weather has gotten even worse. And as you guys reach the base of the mountain, you can see up towards the peaks, it's snowing pretty heavily. The clouds are thick no matter where you look. Something definitely feels off. But leaving the horses with Sasha and the Nameless Man, you then proceed on foot the rest of the way up towards Hook Mountain Peak. What would you guys like to do? Would you like to... So you kind of have 2 options here, or potentially 3 if you've got, or more if you've got some other creative solutions. You can attempt to just climb your way up the mountain to... that'd be rolling athletics checks and things to climb, or you can try and find an alternative path up, some safer, less climby route. What would you like to do?
I think we should look for a less climby route.
Sure.
Okay, that
Less
just takes
climby.
it just takes time to do with some survival checks. So yeah, go ahead and someone hit me up with a survival check.
We all have survival.
We
Okay,
all
everybody hit me up
survive.
with
Some
survival
is better
checks.
than others.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm at 24. Good luck.
Okay, Asher got a 24.
I have 23.
All right. See what Greshy
Good luck.
can do.
Yay!
That's a natural 20 for a 37.
37. Okay. So, I guess Shillelagh would have been rolling too, but, okay, the 4 of you plus, your big dog. Oh, did you take the nest off of,
No,
Fail? Okay.
unless somehow Rock has learned to fly all of a sudden.
Doesn't seem to have.
Then I
He's
think
supposed to just
then-
kind of waddling around. Occasionally he flaps
Otherwise
his wings, but he doesn't
We
seem to
can
be trying
push
to
him
fly.
off Hook Mountain. We can teach him. He will learn.
unless somehow he learns to fly, he's very slow and very awkward to put on a horse or something. So
Mm.
I can try and teach Rock to fly.
Well, so in the meantime, then Rock is just kind of sitting up on top of Phelan's little nest, as the rest of you are all kind of walking around searching for any kind of tracks or anything that could lead you to some kind of path up the mountain. Eventually, Greshy, you do find some what appear to be remnants of ogre trails. In fact, they appear to be actively covered up, as if someone recently passed through here and tried to hide their path. But they do seem to lead up a fairly steep but much more walkable slope up the mountain. And with enough snowy tree cover to avoid being spotted from a distance. So, I presume you guys take that path, which in and of itself will take you guys 3 hours to continue the climb up and up towards Skull. Hook Mountain. Haha, I know what Hook is. And I think that is what we're going to do it for tonight.
Mhm.
I say tonight, but in actuality, I think we're going to try to go for a double episode. Stay tuned after the stream. As long as everybody's still good for it, we're going to go and do another one tonight after a break. We'll talk about it. So cool. Thanks everybody for joining us. This has been Third Action. You can find us at YouTube at Third Action, youtube.com/Third Action, or on Twitter at Third Action Show, twitch.tv/Third Action. We're every Monday or Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Just find out when we're live. Follow us, and you can find out with notifications. I send those out. Follow us on Twitter. I do those as well. Otherwise, peace. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.